What's going on, everyone? Yeah, why not? I agree, man. I agree. Yeah, I feel like I have to start this stream the same way I started last time. Because nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. Oh my God. New owner, still the same. Oh boy, ladies and gentlemen. Oh boy, ladies and gentlemen. Big up, why not? Big up everyone in the chat. Big up people showing up. Sorry I'm a little late. Shit happens. But I'm here now. And I'm still going to give you same length of stream that I always give you. What's going on, Dark? Yeah, shit, dude, I don't know where to start. I mean, let's start where we always start. Let's talk about the Prem a little bit, and then let's get into how it affects Chelsea. Because it's definitely affecting Chelsea for sure. Guys, we're in a top four race. It's official. It is official that we are in a top four race. I am ashamed to say it. It is very unfortunate. And it is goddamn shameful that we were sitting so high and mighty, cruising for a bruising over it in third place. We had the weight of the world off of our shoulders. Things were looking nice. Things were looking okay despite all the sanctions, all the stupid bullshit happening with Roman and the UK government and Chelsea. And all it took was us being out of the Champions League to just start capitulating. And not even that, you could even say it started before the Champions League, before that Real Madrid defeat. You could say it started because of international break. We came back from international break and we decided to start donating goals to Brentford, who needed some help over in the mid-table, lower mid-table spot. Then we decided to give Real Madrid a little bit of an advantage. All good. Then Arsenal. Let's keep your hopes and dreams alive. Why not? Why not? Why the fuck not? And then we decided, okay, let's not be too terrible. Let's wallop West Ham. Let's wallop Southampton. But what happens? We lose the Champions League and we get kicked out of the Champions League, and now all of a sudden there's nothing to play for. So why even try? Why even try? Especially in the defense, considering most of that defense is leaving in the summer. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that. I can't help myself, guys. I'm just so fed up isn't the right word, but I am very annoyed with this team right now. I'm very annoyed with how they've been performing. I'm very annoyed with this consistency in getting ahead of the game, winning the game, and then conceding that win. Conceding all that. So, yeah. Now things are not looking so nice over in third place. We are 1 point ahead of Arsenal. And 5 points ahead of Tottenham. Meaning, if we lose our next three and Tottenham win their next three, we're out of the title race. Or not the title race, I'm sorry. We're out of fourth place. We're in fifth place. And that's terrible. That's absolutely shitty. I just want you guys to deep that for a second. If we lose or drop points, let's say Tottenham win their next three. They go from 62 to 70. 1 point, which is very possible. Tottenham could win their next 3 games. Their next 3 games are Arsenal, which kind of favors us, sort of, not really. Burnley and Norwich. They can beat Burnley and Norwich. You know that. And they could beat Arsenal. And if we draw or even drop any points, let's assume we just draw the next 3. We get 70. And Tottenham win their next 3. Tottenham overtake us. We just have to lose and Arsenal need to win and they overtake us. It's not looking good. Or we just need to drop points. If we draw and Arsenal win, they overtake us. So now 3rd place is looking like it's in jeopardy. All because our players decided to sit back, relax, and not worry about football anymore. I hope that's the case. I hope that's the case. We need to win, but we're struggling to win right now, Nick. We're struggling to win right now. We can't keep a lead. It's absolutely terrible. But I digress. At least Man United helped me feel better about my team. They got clobbered by Brighton, 4-0. 3 goals in less than 5 minutes. Conceded by Man United. At least our defense isn't as bad as theirs. But I can only count on Man United to help me feel better about my team for so long. For so long. So yeah, United absolutely... It's funny, I was talking about this on the Discord. This United team made me realize just how many miracles Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was working. This man was winning games with this team. Somehow, this man was getting results with this team. And you know what, Ollie? I'm sorry I teased you so much, man. You have a lot more respect for me now because you have to work with these clowns over at United. They buy Alex Telles. They buy Varane, only to have upwards of one of the shittiest defenses in this league. I would say Southampton is probably shittier and maybe Norwich are probably shittier. But god damn, 4 goals against Brighton, who don't even have a striker. They don't have a proper striker, bro. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. Arsenal won their game. I did not watch it, but I know they won. 2-1 against Leeds. Eddie Nketiah getting his 2 goals. And Leeds just also in relegation battle, which I didn't realize until the other day. I looked at the table. I was like, oh my God, Leeds are in a relegation battle. Which is unfortunate because they looked so great last season. And the levels of Leeds just completely dropped. Completely dropped this season. Losing Bamford. I think Calvin Phillips was out for a lot of games. It's not good. They lost other people too. But yeah, not looking good for Leeds, but looking good for Arsenal. They're winning their games. Their next game is against Tottenham, and that's going to be interesting. And Tottenham, look, I don't like Tottenham fans, but I got to give them this. They helped keep Liverpool from winning the quad. I don't expect Liverpool, or I don't expect Man City to drop any more points this season. Not one bit. And even if they do, I think they still have a goal difference ahead of Liverpool. They do, by a little bit, yeah. But yeah, Tottenham did us a favor yesterday. Us as rivals, a favor with Liverpool, and made them draw against... made them draw. So that's good. Man City won their game. They're keeping ahead, first place. I don't mind if Man City win the Prem. I don't. Liverpool fans, oh God, you'll never hear the end of it. Do you know what I did the other day? I looked up, yesterday actually, I looked up when was the last time Trent Alexander-Arnold scored a free kick. Because these people love to talk up Trent Alexander-Arnold. Oh, he's a great free kick taker, all that stuff, all whatever the fuck. He hasn't scored a goddamn free kick since us in 2020. So shut the fuck up about Trent, free kick, goal scorer, all this shit. Okay? Fuck off with Trent. God, I can't stand Liverpool fans, man. But yeah, so Tottenham drew. It was an important draw for them. Arsenal won. Chelsea, unfortunately, drew. And Man City won their game, walloping 5-0 against, Newcastle. So that's how we're looking like right now, guys. That's how the table's looking like. That's how the Prem is looking like. But it's not looking too good for Chelsea, let me tell you. Oh, man. Oh, man. All right, where do I start? I mean, I don't even know where to start. I guess let's start with the positives. The positive being is that Lukaku shut me the fuck up. I'll admit it, guys. Lukaku shut me the fuck up. I can't talk because what did Lukaku do? Lukaku did what he was supposed to do since the beginning of this club. Come in here and score goals, which we all know he was struggling to do all of January and a lot of February. People want to tell me that Lukaku didn't get enough opportunities and all this stuff. He's been playing multiple games in a row all of that month. So surely you can see where I'm coming from when I'm hesitating to play Lukaku. And I'm sure a lot of you guys feel the same way. You're hesitant to play this guy because he just lacked confidence, lacked movement. He admits himself that he is not fit for this system. There's an article recently where he admits that he is not exactly a good fit for the system that Tuchel wants to play. And I'm not willing to change the whole system that this squad plays and uses just to accommodate for one player. Even under Lampard, you could tell that Lampard wanted to build this versatile, constant formation changing, attacking football. And Tuchel took that and kind of ran with it. Tuchel took that and ran with it, and you can kind of see that fluid attacking three. Now, does it always work? No, it doesn't. It doesn't always work. Okay, as we saw yesterday, or as we saw in games before, we struggle to score. We struggle to make opportunities. We struggle to create chances. We struggle to be consistent. We struggle to go up through the middle. How much of Tuchel ball right now sometimes just looks so similar to Frank Lampard ball? Cross and Salah. Cross the ball and hope someone gets it. We see it too often. We see it with Marcus Alonso on his side. We see it with Reece James on his side. Seldomly do you see this team try to make opportunities through the middle, try to make some through balls. There's no counterattacking football. And I get it. Lukaku, I get it, bro. We got, and this is the blame on the scouting. Why are we bringing in a player? And look, I was naive to it as well. Okay, I'm not going to sit here and say like I knew this from the get-go. I wanted Lukaku to come into this team from the very jump, and I was naive to admit that he doesn't fit the type of gegenpress, quick attacking, fluid attacking three football that Tuchel wants to play. I'd be lying if I told you I saw it coming. I didn't. I thought Lukaku would be versatile enough, multifaceted enough to fit into the squad and mold himself to be the type of player that would accommodate and complement the other players on the team, like Pulisic, like Cho, like Havertz and Mount and all these players. That didn't happen. And I was even saying yesterday with Lukaku, in regards to Lukaku, even if all he does is running behind, the stand-up play, the hold-up play disappeared. The last time we saw hold-up play from Lukaku was against Arsenal in the first leg. So it makes me hesitate. It makes me nervous when we want to start Lukaku. But you guys called it. We've made a poll yesterday. I forgot to put a poll up today. I don't know what to say, but whatever. I'll figure out a poll. But you guys wanted to start Lukaku, and lo and behold, he started, and look, he played. He played well. That first half wasn't that great, but the second half, more movement, more hold-up play, that instinctual finishing that we expect from him for that second goal. It's true. Lukaku turning defenders again. I need to see more. That's exactly what we want from Lukaku. This is what we wanted from Lukaku from the jump. Exactly what we wanted from Lukaku from the jump. I don't know what happened yesterday. What went through his head, or if it's the opposition, because a lot of people want to talk, a lot of people want to trash on Kai Havertz for a recent form, which I personally don't get, considering as of recent form, he was one of our better attackers, and I'll put Mount up there too. In recent form, they were one of our better attackers. But when you look at the season as a whole, they've been poor. Both of them, Mount and Havertz. Although Mount has been our top goal. Is Mount our top goal scorer? No, Lukaku's our top goal scorer right now. But Mount was up there as well. And I get that. But performances as a whole, it hasn't been there. And Kai Havertz has dropped 2 stinkers in the sense of like not having a goal or not having an assist. And all of a sudden we want to out him for Lukaku. So you can probably understand why I thought the fan base is being reactionary and wanting to start Lukaku. All right, fair enough. Lukaku starts and he gets 2 goals. Almost gets a hat trick. Does he almost get a hat trick? No, but I'm sure he could have if we released the ball sooner. If Pulisic would release the ball sooner. If who else was on the other side that didn't release the ball soon enough sometimes? Who was our attacking 3? Wow, I'm drawing a blank, guys. It was Pulisic? Oh my god, dude, I'm drawing a blank. That's so funny. It was Pulisic. Oh my god, who the fuck else was in the lineup? Hold up, now I gotta look it up. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm a professional, I promise. It was Pulisic, and where's the lineup? Timo. There we go. Timo. God damn it. The amount of times that Timo was playing yesterday and he didn't release the ball in time, or Pulisic didn't release the ball in time, it was frustrating, man. It was absolutely frustrating. But at the end of the day, though, when you look at the performance as a whole, I think they both played well. I think they both played pretty well. They both had strong suits, good attributes, good performances, looked dangerous many times. We had some semblance of counterattacking football. But that defense, that midfield. Guys, I think I figured out what the poll is going to be. Let me ask you guys this. Do you guys think how about this? Do you guys prioritize signing midfielders or defenders in the summer? I'm going to make that a poll for you guys. All right, because right now I think attack, as much as I hate our attack and as inconsistent as they've been all season, I think there's no way we can win any game by any means if we can't stop conceding goals. If we can't stop conceding in the midfield. And look, I'm going to say, I don't think Todd Boehly's going to come here and just splash cash like Roman would. I don't think Todd Boehly, like we're talking about Koundé and Tchouaméni, and then we talk about like signing a new attacker, or new winger, and re-signing Mendy, and finding a replacement for Jorginho and Kante and all these things. Like we need a lot of improvement in this team, including getting rid of Deadwood, getting rid of Saul, we don't have to get rid of Saul. He's going to go back to Atleti, but getting rid of Ross Barkley, possibly getting rid of attackers like Cho, Pulisic, Ziyech, all these players. Like, we talk a lot about moving a lot of players and reinforcing in a lot of areas, but I don't think Todd Boehly is going to come here and just splash cash, or I don't think he's going to come here and just sign big name players and immediately we're going to have a revamped team. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think the funds are there. Mind you, it's a consortium. It's not just Todd Boehly. He only owns 25% of Chelsea, I believe. And then the other 25% is the Swiss guy. And then the other 25%, it's like a quarter dividend, blah, 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 blah. You guys get what I mean. But I just don't think it's feasible. I don't think they're going to come in here and spend millions and millions and millions on a bunch of new players. I just don't think it's going to happen. I think we'll sign one big name player. In my opinion, it's going to be Koundé. But I think we're going to miss out on Tchouaméni. But we need... And wingbacks, too. Actually, thank you so much, Why Not? You brought that up, too. We need wingbacks. If we want to play the system, we need wingbacks. It's not even just wingbacks, but we need defensive backs. Like, next season, you can... and I'm still hearing it. I'm still hearing people say this. Oh, when we get Chilwell back, we'll be fine. No, we won't. We won't. Because there's no way, especially in that position, with the amount of running they have to do and the amount of stamina they have to exert, there's no way that Reece and Chilwell are going to be fit all season. There's no way. That position of wingback takes a huge toll on your body. Why do you think we see Aspie struggle with it? Not only because he's older and he doesn't have the legs anymore, but he's been asked to play this position over and over and over and over again. Why do you think Reece gets rotated in that position? Why do you think Alonso gets taken off for Saul in that position? It's like we need to think a little broader when it comes to these positions. All we do is assume nobody knows, but yes, we need changes. It's true. We do need changes, but where are we going to get the changes? We have to start thinking, we have to start being realistic about this and putting ourselves in the shoes of Todd Boehly and thinking, where is he going to prioritize? And I want to ask you guys where you think we prioritize. And right now, guys, you're down the middle. It's 50-50. You think either we're going to prioritize midfielders or we're going to prioritize defenders? We're in a really, really tight situation right now. And honestly, guys, I think we're fucked. I'd be remiss to tell you guys that everything's going to be good. But I really think that I think we're in some trouble. I think that next season we're going to be rebuilding again. We're going to be in a rebuilding phase. I don't think we're going to challenge for the Prem. I really don't. And we'll do good in like knockout tournaments, like Champions League and FA Cup and Carabao Cup and all that. But I don't think we're gonna do well in the Prem. I don't think we're gonna challenge for the Prem. I think maybe in 2024 we will. But I think with Boehly, he's going to focus on scouting. Let's look at good scouting. Fire these people that decided that Lukaku was a good fit for Chelsea. Fire these people that decided that Timo Werner was a good fit for Chelsea. Fire the people that decided that, Saul is great for the team. He's on loan, all this stuff. People like to blame Marina, but Marina isn't the one looking out for the players and finding them. She's only the one that is told, okay, go get this player, and she negotiates it. And she does a fucking good job negotiating these players. Don't fucking sit here and tell me, Marina out, all this shit. No, bro, listen. Only a Marina will sell you a flop of a Timo Morata. Timo Morata? Wow, Morata, okay? Timo Morata. I might as well call him Timo Morata at this point. Not Not everyone's going to sell you a Morata at what, 30 million or 40 million price tag when he was a flop at Chelsea. Not everyone is going to sell you an Eden Hazard for however millions of euros or pounds that we sold him for, so he can end up being a bench player, if that. He's not even a player anymore, with Gareth Bale over in Real Madrid. Not any negotiator gets you, and people, this is debatable, and I know people are going to debate it, but not people negotiate you a killer price for a prodigy of a player that is Kai Havertz. And I know people are going to say like, 70 mil for Kai Havertz, he hasn't proven it. Just wait, be patient. He's already improved since last season. His ceiling is really high. And on top of that, you got to take into consideration that that's not the price we paid for him. That's the price that it would equivocate to if we start winning Champions League, if we start winning all the fun stuff that I mentioned before, like the FA Cups, the Premier Leagues, and all that stuff. He gets a bonus for that. But yeah, you don't get that. You don't get that with any negotiator. There's a reason why Marina won the award she won. She's one of the best in football. So I'm not going to sit here and trash Marina. It's not her fault that her scouts give her really shitty people to fucking bring to the team. So back to the game. I'm sorry. I really digressed there. But that midfield, guys. Look, I've been defending Kovacic all season. And I didn't need to defend Kovacic that much because Kovacic, for the most part, is, in my opinion, our best midfielder this season. He's done wonders. He's improved really well. He's taken that number 8 shirt and actually showed you what a number 8 looks like. Started scoring goals, creating chances. Listen, I'm not going to sit here and say that Kova hasn't created chances. He's created plenty of chances, but we have shitty strikers or shitty attackers that don't make anything of those chances. And we'll make a video in the future. We'll have a live stream in the future. We'll debate who's the better midfielder, Mount or Kovacic. I'll let you guys think about that. But until then, Kovacic, in my opinion, one of the most improved players in this team. And I'll still say it with chest, Dark. I know you listening, bro. I'll still say it with chest. I think Kovacic is a contender for player of the season. I think right now Thiago Silva gets it, but with the way the defense has been performing, I don't know. It's hard to say. But Kovacic yesterday was not his best game. It was not his best game whatsoever. He had some good attacking, good possession and all that shit, but it was Kovacic's mistake. It was Kovacic's mistake that led to that first goal. And people just watching. Players just watching Trincao shoot at the net. Mind you, Trincao was relevant to Wolves for the first 3 games of their season, and he was a flop for them. Trincao, the same Trincao that's just a bench player for Wolves, scores a long shot goal. Now, I don't blame Mendy for not saving. I don't blame Mendy for not saving. It was a good, well-placed goal. But why aren't people marking him? Why aren't people pouncing on him? Why are people letting him shoot? Where is the midfield to defend our defenders? I think that's why we need a DM, guys. We desperately need a DM for instances like that. Instances like that where we give players the opportunity to get in dangerous areas and shoot. Right now, our midfielders are doing nothing to defend the defense. One of the biggest reasons that this 3-4-3 formation worked so well for us last season, or 3-5-2, whatever you want to call it, is because it was so pivotal for our 2 6s to form a block in front of that goal so that you could get no opportunities, no chances to score on us. I think if you look up a stat when it comes to Tuchel ball last season, I think one of the good stats that you could pull out was the fact that we were the best, if not one of the best, when it comes to conceding chances. we conceded the least amount of chances under Tuchel last season. Can't say that this season right now, huh? Can't say that for the last fucking month or month and a half that we've been playing, huh? That's the thing about Tuchel Bowl. We know how to defend, but that's been absent. And part of it is because we don't have a midfield. Conte's in bad form. Jorginho's in bad form. Kovacic can't do everything. And Ruben Loftus-Cheek, he doesn't know how to play DM. He can attack, he can progress the ball, but he sure as hell can't defend the ball. He sure as hell can't position himself in a defensive position. It's terrible, guys. So it goes to show, that game especially yesterday, it goes to show, we need a DM. We desperately need a DM, especially if we're going to play 4 in the back, because what happened yesterday, guys, as soon as we went 4 in the back, shit started to capitulate. And I'm going to blame Tuchel. I'm going to sit here with chest, blame Tuchel for that. Look at what Tuchel did. Tuchel, I don't get it. I don't understand. Look, I'm not gonna sit here and start being one of these fans that say, "Oh, Marcus Alonso should stay in the club." Like, "Oh, he's been so good. Like, Marcus Alonso should stay another year." Fuck that, Marcus Alonso. I'm sorry, bro. You've been playing excellent for the past 6, 7, 8 games since Real Madrid, arguably since Liverpool. You've been playing really well. Fantastic. Doesn't mean I'm going to forget how you got put in a spliff against Brighton multiple times by Tariq Lamptey. I'm not going to forget these games where you are nicknamed Alonso for a reason. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that Alonso as a whole in the whole season hasn't had a good season. Just because he had a few good games in the latter half of the season, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that Alonso is a quality wingback. He's not good enough for Chelsea. So why are we pretending that the last month and a half of Alonso's fucking performances have been the depiction of his whole season? They haven't. So why do we want Alonso to stay? He can go. Honestly, it's great that he can go to Barcelona. We could maybe make some money off of him. He's dead wood. He's dead wood, just like Ross Barkley, just like Saul. He's dead wood. He can go. Malang Sarr, you're another one now, man. That second goal. What are you doing? You're playing left back, not left center back, bro. Why? And I forgot who it was. Was it Trincao? Was it Neto? I don't remember who it was. But why is a Wolves player able to get in the box where he was and able to cross in, have time to cross the ball to Connor Cody, who is part Portuguese at this point, and score a last-minute headed goal? Malang Sarr, what are you doing? This guy's not good, guys. He had a few good games at left back, but he's not good. Just like Alonso's had a few good games. Look at the overall season. Look at the bigger picture. Not good. And we're still trying to vouch for Malang Sarr. What the fuck is going on? Don't you see the performances? Don't you see the errors? Don't you see the lack of football intelligence there? Yes, I get it. Malang Sarr is still young and all this stuff, but even at a young age, look at Trevor Chalobah. Compare Trevor Chalobah to Malang Sarr. You tell me they're equal? Do you remember how good Chalobah was for a good chunk of the season? And although, yes, he's made some mistakes in recent form. Oh, yes, he's made some mistakes in recent games. Still solid. Still pretty good. Still not as bad as Malang Sarr. Yes, we gave up a penalty with him. And he almost gave up a penalty again the following game. But I can't sit here and say that Malang Sarr or Trevor Chalobah has consistently been the reason we've conceded goals. Whereas Malang Sarr, I can sit here and tell you, yeah, Malang Sarr has been at fault for a consistent amount of goals. By the way, I know some people were backstage. I'll let you guys in a little bit. I just, I do want to talk about the game and all that stuff, but we'll let you guys in a little bit. So just come back in a few, and I'll let you guys in, have your say, and let's talk about this game. Nick Blue, we need both a DM and 2 fallbacks to replace Rudiger and Christensen. It's true, but not even that. What if Aspie goes? Aspie might go, and apparently it's confirmed that Alonso's going to go. That's 4 defenders. So next season, if we don't make any moves, all we have is Chalobah, Malang Sarr, Thiago Silva, Chilwell, and Reece. We have no depth at that point. It's not good. We need a huge overhaul. And in my opinion, I think we need to focus on the defense. And hopefully between Gallagher and Gilmore and maybe Ampadu. Look, I don't believe in Ampadu, but I'm not going to disregard the fact that maybe he could be good. I don't know. He's still young. He could be good for the team, but I don't think he's a Chelsea starter. But again, I digress. Maybe those 3 can come into the team and do something. Maybe. That's a big maybe, guys. It's a big maybe. We don't know what's going to happen next season. There's so much turmoil. But again, back to the game. I blame Tuchel. Tuchel, what are you doing, bro? Why are you subbing off Marcus Alonso for Saul, who hasn't... Saul hasn't played... When was the last time Saul played left wing back? Champions League? During the group stages? We know it doesn't work. Why are we doing this? I swear to you guys, Saul came into the game. I thought his first touch came in the 80th minute. Because that's how invisible he was to the team. Why are we bringing in Saul for Alonso? He said it's tactical, but what? I don't understand. Saul? I'd rather keep the player who plays in that position and stick with the tactic than change it. But then again, I'm not a manager. I'm not a sports scientist. I can't sit here and say, this happened. No, Nick, Alonso didn't get injured. If you look at the post-conference, the post-interview, he said it wasn't because of injury. Tuchel said it wasn't for injury. He just tactical. Or maybe that was Aspie. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting confused. Maybe you're right. I don't know. Made no sense. And then he brings off Aspie for Malang Sarr. What the hell is going on here, Tuchel? What? I think Tuchel got it really wrong yesterday. I think he did. When it comes to those subs that he did, the defensive subs. It makes no sense to me, man. It makes no sense to me. He got the attack right, but the defense was completely wrong. Tuchel got the subs wrong completely. And now I'm sitting here with my dick in my hand like, we lost the Wolves. Now we're in a fucking top 4 race. What in the living fuck? I can't. I can't, guys. I can't. I mean, Rudiger, you could tell his performances have dropped a little bit. And that he's not 100% there, which I get. You want to keep yourself injury free so that you're ready for Real Madrid. I get it, but at the same time, I don't know, man. BOEHLY, that was the first game BOEHLY was there for. Things were looking great. That's another thing too. Timo Werner's goal. Can someone explain to me how it was offside, or how that was a foul? That wasn't a foul. These refs are jokes sometimes, bro. Like I don't understand, man. I don't understand, bro. It makes no sense to me how that was a foul, and how VAR doesn't even look at it. You know, makes absolutely no sense to me. So if anything, that game should have been a 3-2 victory, but we're just gonna discount. That's Timo's career at Chelsea in a nutshell. Offsides and goals not counted. It was terrible, guys. It was terrible. But I got to give praise where praise is due. Lukaku performed absolutely brilliantly in that second half. Really did well. Really cheeky did well to play that last minute dive for the penalty. Look, I'm not going to sit here and say that it wasn't a dive. It kind of was a dive. It was a very light foul. You guys know it too. It was a very light foul. But he made a meal out of it. We got a penalty. And a convincing penalty. I'm not gonna lie too. I was a little nervous about the penalty. A little nervous. If he had missed that penalty, that would have been it. That would have been it. I would have left. I would have gotten up and been like, nope, I'm done. I'm gonna be an Inter fan now. It was bad. It was bad how nervous I was. But he scored the goal, and then that second goal, man. Wow. I only wish Lukaku could have been doing that a lot sooner and more often. That right there, what you saw, guys, was a finisher's instincts. He didn't think about it too much. He just slotted it, and it was right there behind the net. Mind you, Jose Sa, I got to give Jose Sa some credit. I got to give some credit to Wolves. Made some pretty damn good saves. I'm not going to sit here and deny that. He made some pretty good fucking saves. But it is what it is. It is what it is, guys. But now I hope that BOEHLY sees what needs work. He's going to talk to Tuchel and Emma Hayes, I heard this week, and talk transfers, because like you guys have said and like you guys know, this team needs a lot of work. It needs a lot of work. In the midfield, in the attack, in the defense. And then we also have to take into consideration there's a lot of contracts that need to be renegotiated. We have Edward Mendy that needs to be negotiated. Jorginho needs to be negotiated. Conte needs to be negotiated. If we decide to keep both those midfielders. We have, did I say Mendy? I said Mendy. Pulisic too. His contract's going to start running out too. So we have contracts to negotiate as well. There's a lot of shit that needs to happen at Chelsea. And it's going to be, this summer window is going to be make or break. This summer window is going to tell us how the season's going to go. Oh man, I don't know what to say, guys. I'm sorry. Like I'm at a loss for words, but it's like I'm repeating myself. You know, like this has been ongoing since Real Madrid, where the player mentality is just in the shitter. It's not where it needs to be. It really feels like a lot of these players don't want to play football anymore. They don't want to try or give a shit. All right, I'm going to start letting people in. We'll start with our favorite guest, the one and only Kai. What's going on, Kai? How you doing, brother?
I'm perfect, bro. I just finished training. I had some food. Life is good, man. Can't complain, man. Can't complain. You know me, I'm a basic guy, man. Give me women, gym, and food, and I'm good, man.
Women, gym, and food. That sounds pretty basic to me, bro. But it's good to hear, man. Oh, you go back to prehistoric times, bro. I wish we could go back to prehistoric times, bro. When Chelsea was good.
Yeah,
Not
man.
this.
Oh, no, man.
Tell me, man. Tell me, did you watch the game? Because I feel like you're happy. I feel like parts of me thinks that you're happy because you didn't watch the game.
No, bro. I'm happy because I'm in a good place right now. I have a new job, a new girl. My life is good, man. So Chelsea can't fuck up my life that hard, you know.
That's fantastic to hear, man. But yeah.
But at the same time, you know, like I just think Tuchel isn't even trying anymore, man. I'm not really happy with the way he conduct himself on the touchline, and I think it's kind of like oozes to the players. Like the players can feel that. Like if you remember, he used to be very like animated. Now he just sits there either on the cooler or on the booths and just put his leg up, and every time we concede, he's like, oh, you know, he talks to the guy near him, the assistant, and I think the players can feel that he is like he. People saying players are giving up, but it seems like he also did. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can definitely. I mean, I don't know. Look, yesterday, and you're right, Kai. I'm not gonna sit here and say you don't got a point. You do have a very good point. Yesterday, especially those substitutes. I don't know what Tuchel was thinking. Man. But at the same time, you don't feel like. I feel like our issue has been the defense, right? We've been conceding goals like a brothel, bro. And I feel like Rudiger, Aspie, Alonso, Christensen, these four are already thinking like, oh, I gotta save myself for my future. You don't think that they're just not performing because they just want to like stay injury free and all this bullshit?
I don't think these guys are the elite of the elite, man. I think they're expiring, man. I just think there's no motivation, so it could kind of lead to that. There's no motivation, but at the same time, I just feel like these guys have never been good enough when we talk about Premier Leagues, and it's not really only now. Like if you remember last year as well, same thing. Towards the end of the season, they start fucking around, and the season before that as well with Lampard. I think it's just these players are just not really it. I think it's easy to say, oh, it's the contract thing, but even last year it's the same thing. If you remember, every time towards the end of the season, same thing happens. So I think it's a lazy argument to say, oh yeah, because they have the injuries or because they're moving, so they're acting that way. But I don't think it's the case, to be honest.
Fair enough. That's a good point, actually. Because yeah, I forget that last season we lost to Leicester because of what? It was lack of creativity with the attack. The attack just did absolutely nothing, and then we were starting to. We made it a race to top four when we could have easily just been in fourth place. We needed Tottenham to save us, right? And look, now we have Tottenham doing us more favors and drawing against Liverpool so that we don't have to deal with the rivals, bro. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I'm actually worried about Tottenham, to be honest, man. Their front three is everything I aspire our front three to be like, man. And it's actually crazy to me because I have a Spurs fan as a friend of mine, and he said if you add any of your front three together, there's still Son will still have more league goals than they do this season. Any front three that you like, and for me that's not good enough for Chelsea. You can find excuses for these attackers and say whatever, but if three players can't even have more goals than one, to me that's insane, man.
Yeah, and you could even look at Salah for that too. Oh my God, and you're right actually, because I was saying it earlier in the stream. Yeah. If we drop any amount of points and Tottenham decide to win their next three, which are very winnable, all they have to do is beat Arsenal. They have to beat Burnley, and they have to beat Norwich. You already know two of those teams are very beatable for Conte. Arsenal, that'll be hit or miss. You never know. But if we drop any points, they could pass us.
Yeah, but that's the story of the squad for the last 3 years, man. Not even 4 years. Even with Sarri, it's the same thing, man. It's like it's an ongoing circle of excuses for these players, man. Like I know, like, and a lot of people who would be like, yeah, it's the midfielder. The Crystal Palace, Brentford, and West Ham have better attacker than us? Have better midfield than us? No. So why are they in the top 15 goals? I think I sent you that chart. Why are they in the top 15 goal scorers and our players are not? I think it's time that we actually take into consideration that maybe our attack is just not good enough.
Yeah, I mean, it's other than like I would say Havertz and Mount. I really, I don't. I have a hard time defending Timo. I have a hard time defending Pulisic. I have a hard time defending Ziyech and Lukaku even. Like, I'm not saying Lukaku's a bad striker. I just don't think he suits the type of system that Tuchel wants to play. And he admitted it himself. Yesterday he played well, but I mean, how often has he done that? Yeah. I was even saying yesterday during the stream while we were watching the game, Kai, I was saying, dude, Lukaku doesn't even do hold-up play anymore. All he does is running behind.
But he was pressing quite well yesterday.
No, yesterday he played well. The second half, he played amazing, which is why I'm like, why don't he do it more often? What's going on?
To be honest, I don't know myself what Tuchel wants to do. It's like, like Conte has been here for less than 6 months, and I already know what he wants to do from watching that team play.
Yeah.
Us, like if you take us back a year, I don't see any changes from the way we play now to then. I don't understand.
Hmm.
Like, well, what do we do this year? We just wasted a year with no progress, and to me, that's not
And
good enough.
and you know what? That's a really good point you bring up. No progress, and I feel like next season we're just gonna have to start to square one. I feel like because I don't like personally me. I don't think Bowley's gonna come here and splash cash, and we're not gonna get Chouameni and Kunde and a new striker and a brand new shiny toy. Like we're not gonna get like all these, Gosens and all these like good players and good
That's why I
big name
disagree with you,
players.
to be honest. That's why I disagree with you because that's his first summer. So I think he has a point to prove that he is a good guy, like he's
Yeah.
likable, Same thing, like, meet a girl for the first time, you wear nice clothes, you look like you're a nice guy, like you're interested in what she says. Then 3, 4 months later, and you put the ketchup on the wrong in the wrong place, you know what I mean? It's the same thing with
Uh,
with these guys, man.
okay, this is what I feel like with Bowley. He's
Yeah.
the date he takes you out to he takes you out to nice fancy 5-star steakhouse dinner, all
Yeah, and
this
then it's
shit.
McDonald's
Gets
for going forward. Yeah, but that's
Yeah, but no, not even, bro. He goes, takes you, he gives the debit card, and the debit card gets declined. Because I don't think he has Roman money. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, is he gonna be able to afford all these players? Like, are we gonna because even under Chelsea, when the sanctions first happened, then we found out like, oh shit, Chelsea are 1.5 billion in debt to Roman. Like, what the fuck? I thought this club was like making money. What happened? And it turns out they weren't. They were spending a lot of money. So I don't know, man. Like, as much as I want to sit here and say like, okay, we're gonna get Kunde, we're gonna get another defender, and all these prospects and that Tuchel's talked about, which I haven't even looked into yet. It's just I don't know. I don't see it happening. All right, Nick. I'm gonna try to get you on here. Nick, what do you have to say, brother? I don't think your connection is good, Nick. I think you have to restart, brother. But yeah, people, if you want to come in, the link is up above. I pinned it to the chat. I also want to see this poll. So I think people are prioritizing the midfield over defenders this summer, which is I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I really, like I said, I really don't know how we're gonna approach the summer if we're gonna get Chouameni and Kunde in the same window. All right, let's try again. Nick, what's going on, bro? What are you saying?
Yeah, yeah. Hi, Balshua, Kai, everyone in the chat. Yeah, I heard. Yeah. Your points are good as usual. Yeah, I want to talk about the game first. The game we should have won, as you said. It's ridiculous winning 2-0, and and that happens. But I think what happened was Lukaku had a great game, by the way. And in the second half, he said, once he went to 2-1, we panicked. Chelsea just froze. The whole team froze. They were running back in time. You see them, they're all stuck up there. I don't know what they're all doing up there. Every single player. I was trying to get back, but it was too late. And they, was going to get the 2-1. Then we froze again. We panicked. It was 2-1. They were panicking too much. I blame the midfield. Kovacic and Ruben Loftus-Cheek doesn't work together. It never has, never will. They're both forward-minded midfielders. That wasn't going to help the defense. But we didn't have a Jorginho or Kanté, for this game. They were injured, and then silly substitutes by Tuchel, bringing Sarr and Saul. I don't know why. When Chalobah's sitting on the bench, I don't know what's gone wrong with Chalobah. He was on the bench, and he actually played today with the under-23s. I don't understand what, Tuchel hasn't even said what's going on with him. And the other thing, you can't blame Masfi too much. His legs are gone. I'm afraid his salary stays. And Rudiger looked very bad yesterday. He's usually, he's the one who leads the way, the defense and everything. But he wasn't up to it either. even Silva had bad moments yesterday.
Hmm.
And the last 20 minutes, Wolves took over because we froze. They could have won that game quite, 3-2 really. They deserved to get a draw, Wolves, because they were going for it. And we just froze. The last 20 minutes, unbelievable. Then the last second of the game, which I thought the referee played a minute longer than he should, but still, you have to defend. But no, none of them. They let the ball come all the way down, all the way through. Mendy should do a lot better. He stepped back. No, he stepped forward to get the ball. Then he changed his mind and he went back again. What are you doing? We blame Kepa for things like that, but look, he needs a break, Mendy, for me. He studied in the last few games, big mistakes. He cost us a Champions League, a semi-final, a quarter-final, sorry. That silly mistake, and he's been doing it too often. He needs to have a break, just to get his brains right. Give Kepa, I want to see Kepa against Leeds. Give Mendy a rest, and so he'd be ready for the FA Cup final. But for me, Kepa must play against Leeds. And let's see what Tuchel does. Will he keep whoever starts on Wednesday against Leeds? I think Havertz starts. If Havertz starts, that means Lukaku will start in the final. Or it could go either way. We're going to see, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's going to keep the player informed, which is Lukaku right now. We see what Havertz and Mount have been doing lately. 4 games, they missed, I don't know how many chances. I've lost count of the chances they missed. We saw, how many chances got. And we need a revamp. There's no doubt about that. We need a revamp, especially midfield and the defense. I think Bowley, then we'll sit together, like you said, with Tuchel, discuss everything, get rid of these players, get rid of Barkley, Bakayoko, Batshuayi. We have a lot.
There's a laundry list of it.
They have to go because it's wasting money. Why do you pay these silly wages when they're not doing nothing? What a waste. I'm sure Bowley's going to do something. He seems a nice man to me. I like the way he talks. I saw the interview. He comes across genuine for me. And Roman wouldn't have chosen him otherwise. So... Yeah. I'm not that worried like you're saying, Marshall. I think it's still possible in the next season we can challenge. I'm not saying we're going to win the league, but we should be up there. We can challenge next year if Tuchel gets players the ones he doesn't want out and gets a couple in. We don't need that too many either. Don't forget we have Gallagher, Brozier, and Purdue. All right, it's not that great, but we have players. Billy Gill wants to come back.
The thing is, Nick, though, like Kai brought this up, and Kai made a really good point, and we saw it last season. We're seeing it this season too. I just don't think that, especially in our defense, we have players that are Premier League level. We have players that can win us Champions League, that can win an FA Cup and a Carabao Cup, but Premier League level, to be able to do it consistently throughout the whole season, I don't know, man. And I don't know if Gallagher is that guy. I don't know if Gilmore's that person
we
either.
Don't know, but I think he is. He's we see what he does for Palace. He's a best player for Palace. I'm not really that's Chelsea level, but I think he will do well. And don't forget Billy Gilmore, even. He's a good player. He done well.
But
so
I don't know, man. It's hard to say.
But we do need a lot of players. But I can't see, the only reason, he's giving a chance to Lukaku because probably Tuchel knows we're not going to go out and buy another top striker right now. So he has to try and get the Lukaku working. And, we have to give him a chance. No preseason. He came in, no wonder. But, yesterday showed what Lukaku is. That's what he can do. Let's hope he carries on. But we do need, I think we should bring Koulibaly and Chouameni in. and we know Queen is coming. So it's a lot of money. I know, but let's see.
Well, yeah, let's see. But while I have you guys here, I might as well ask you this because the next game, I mean, the big game that Chelsea has to look forward to is the FA Cup final. That's it's sad to say this, but that's the biggest game of our season. It's the FA Cup final. I know Kai doesn't like the FA Cup, but considering we're out of the Champions League, Kai, we don't have much to choose from.
I mean, it's not that I don't like it. It's just like
It's a major trophy.
It's basically we're becoming Arsenal, man. We're fighting for top four, and we're happy with FA Cups. So I don't understand like the difference. And me, I don't like putting emotions to trash.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
when you look at it,
it's not
the last
emotions,
5-7 years we've been doing FA Cups. I don't want to do FA Cup.
Yeah,
runs.
but we lost the last two finals, so we have to win this one. It's a bigger trophy.
We can't lose a third one in a row. But let me ask you guys this then. I know it's hard for me to sit here and say that this team is not good enough and all that stuff when we saw how they played against Real Madrid and almost got a result. If it wasn't for like a Luka Modric wonder fucking assist and the penalty, the Benzema, we would have gotten there. I mean, we were really exhausted. It happens, but at our top level against top competition, it seems like this team likes to perform. So I wanted to ask. I'll start with Kai and then I'll go to Nick. Kai, do you believe this team has what it takes to actually pull a result against Liverpool, the way it is right now?
I mean, I'm one of the people who don't think Liverpool are that good. To be honest, I think
I agree.
City have been much better than them this season. I think Liverpool has benefited from the fact that they played very shitty teams this season. Mm-hmm. Like in the Champions League, the run has been very easy. If City has been in the same run that they have been, they'd be in the final. But we know how resilient Real Madrid is because we played them. But if I'm honest, man, I think we can beat Liverpool if we play our game. But I just don't see these guys being like focused enough to do it because I don't know the team we lost to but all of the games I think we controlled them. We just didn't care. We just capitulated towards the end of it. Everton, we could easily have won that game if we played like a little bit better, but we just didn't want to, man. It's not that see the thing with me. People think I don't have faith in this team. I think we have a good few core players there, but I do think we need a world class in every position. And it can't be a kid anymore. It can't be a kid because these kids are inconsistent. We don't have any attackers who are consistent. And it's easy to blame Lukaku. Lukaku is the reason we're not scoring. No, the reason we're not scoring because you have a lot of inconsistent players who are too young to rely on us. Like these guys should be like rotational until they grow up and become 26, 27, man. Mm-hmm. And honestly, I think like we reached a point where they had enough chances for me. Cho for me had enough chances. All these guys had enough chances. Like I just don't. I'm tired of it, if I'm honest, man. And,
I agree. I'm tired of it too.
I was optimistic with this team. I was optimistic with them. Like
I think we all were.
When we won the Champions League, I was optimistic with them. When I watch a front three like Liverpool, like City, like Mahrez, the goal in Real Madrid, I tweeted as a joke. Like if any of our players had that first touch like shot that Mahrez had in the Champions League, they would knock the wheelchair kid behind the goal, man. Like they wouldn't get like that touch. And for me, it's scary, man. I actually even think that Spurs have a much better, much overall like balanced front three than us. Spurs have a better attack than us. I don't think anybody can argue with me on that point, man. Mm-hmm. Like Kurakovsky, the new guy that they got, he's amazing, man.
Kulusevski, yeah. Then that's a really good signing, and it didn't cost him that much.
You know why? Because they have a director of football who knows what he wants. He's working with Antonio to build a team that he wants. Romero, for example. That center back they have. He's brilliant. He's brilliant. And he's only 25, 26? Like, this is the point. We don't have a structure at Chelsea that provide us with the ability to build teams. The last time we built a team, it was when Mourinho was behind it. And if you notice, every time we won a Premier League, it's because Mourinho had to do a rebuild. Now we don't have our Mourinho, and we have Mourinho in control, and it shows. It shows in the fact that we have a lot of different pieces of puzzle that don't fit into one puzzle, and it's scary, man.
Yeah, and you're absolutely right. You know what? That makes me think too that next season, when Conte has a summer window, how good this Tottenham team is going to be, and they might actually be better than us. They might actually be better than us if we don't make the proper moves. So it's scary to think that, man. It's so scary to think that. Like it's absurd that this is the standard that has dropped for Chelsea when it comes to just scouting in general, getting talented players that fit a system, that fit. Look, if anyone needs to go, it's players in his team, not Tuchel. I still believe in Tuchel. I still 100% trust in Tuchel. You know, the man won us a Champions League. You can't do that just picking up a team. You know, like it's he knows tactically.
No, I believe
9 out
in
of
him,
10 times he gets it right.
bro. I believe in him
He
too.
just needs support.
I just think he's not convinced with these players. He even said it himself. Like, how long can you squeeze
No, I
this
agree.
lemon?
Yeah,
How long
yeah.
can you squeeze this lemon? People tell me, oh yeah, but he rates these attackers. He rate Mount. He rate Havertz. And I bet my left arm, if he could have that front three that he had at PSG, he would replace all of these guys in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat, he'd replace them.
For experience, at least, because you bring up a good point. Like, there's the inconsistency, and they're all too young. There's no world class in every position. Like, you know, last season we could say Conte, Jorginho, world class midfield, but this season they're dropping in game. They're dropping down in game considerably, and Kovac just stepped up. I'm not going to say he's world class yet, but he stepped up considerably, and he still has a lot of room to improve. He's only what, 27, 28?
Yeah, 28. He just turned 28 last like 3 days.
Yeah, so he's
No,
only
but-
28.
well,
He still have a
what-
huge ceiling, you know.
What annoyed me with Kovacic though, it's like he even Tuchel, like before he did like an interview for Chelsea Instagram account, and he said like he's not ready, but we don't have a choice. So now I see all these people like fucking bashing into him because he made the mistake for the second goal. But when you think about it,
Yeah.
why was Rudiger like fucking out of position? Why did he just kick the ball into another player when he could have cleared it? Like with a
Where was
simple
Ruben
pass?
Loftus-Cheek?
Yeah, but Ruben Loftus-Cheek, you know, I don't. He's a nice little circus boy. He does nice tricks, but his positioning isn't.
Positioning is
isn't
terrible.
Chelsea level, yeah, isn't Chelsea level his awareness. So
That's my biggest argument.
For me, we barely have any midfielders, and the one that we do are playing through injury.
Yeah.
And then Saul, but I really don't even get me started on
Yeah,
Saul.
let's not. Nick, what do you think? I think I know what you're gonna say, but how do you feel about
Yeah.
Liverpool and Chelsea in that FA Cup final? Are you confident we can get a result, or do you think we're gonna capitulate like we've been capitulating?
It's not about being confident. We have to come out like we did in the Bernabeu. You know, we have to. And the players, even the players, I think they will be up for it because they want revenge as much as we do. They do want revenge, and you know, if we can play like that as we did against Real Madrid in the second leg, we can put Liverpool away. We need this to revenge badly because they cheated. 3 games we played them, they had all the decisions. Don't forget that one at Anfield with Anthony Taylor. I'll never forget. You know, when VAR decisions, they always get the decisions every time.
Oh, with Reece?
Yes, Reece
yeah,
being
yeah.
sent off. All these, you know, too many things. Oh, I hate Liverpool at the moment. The worst team I hate in the league is Liverpool. The whole league.
Think you and
know.
Kai, yeah.
Yeah, really bad because they are main rivals. City is different. I don't have that feeling. The hate I have at the moment is Liverpool. Even, you know, they are our main rivals.
You see what Pep said? Did you guys see what
Yes.
Pep said?
What do you say?
Yeah, he's
What?
right, man.
What do you say?
He said everybody in this country and the media love Liverpool. I know you do. You love
Yeah.
Liverpool, but you know
Yeah.
we're consistent. Yeah.
Yeah, he knows it, that dirty sod. Yeah,
It's true. It's so true. Like,
It is true.
honestly,
Yeah.
it was.
It's
What was
true,
it during the first leg of the Villarreal
Yeah,
game?
God, man.
Trent Alexander crosses the ball across the field. It goes out of the pitch, and the commentator was like, "Oh, that was an amazing pass by Trent. If only it stayed in."
Yeah.
It's like, what?
but
Who
again-
does that?
Against Real Madrid, you see what that commentator was saying. And that stupid, that McManaman, God, what a sod. You know,
Yep.
every little decision, well, even if Real Madrid got a foul or anything, he was going mad. What, you know, why are you having this bloody pandit, what's his name? Carragher is bad enough. Now you
But
give us fucking McManaman of all people.
Did you see what he said as well about Liverpool? He said Liverpool are very good in the Champions League, but in the Premier League they're not the best. They only won one Premier League in 30 years.
Yeah.
See that? But he is right because the media is trying to belittle the
Yeah.
fact that he won 4 Premier Leagues from 5. He said
Yeah.
that would be kind of nice, which is ridiculous
Yeah.
to me because 4 Premier Leagues in 5,
Kai,
Liverpool only have 1. You know what I mean?
I've
So
said
like
it
show the guy
before.
respect.
I'm predicting you go on Twitter, go back and see what I said.
I'm
And I
actually
still think
suspended, man. I'm actually suspended from Twitter, man, because I
you
said,
have.
yeah,
Why is that?
I said Rudiger is a donkey when he conceded that first goal,
Oh,
and I
no.
guess Twitter kind of,
But that's nothing, man. I've said worse things than that.
yeah, but I guess Twitter, mixed the donkey with something else, man, and just blocked me. I don't fucking know why, man, but it
I
is what it
said,
is. Man.
I keep saying Maguire's a donkey. Every time I see Maguire, I come out and say, here's the donkey again. But I better stop that. But, nothing's happened to me. Yeah, but anyway, look, we have to win. First of all, I don't want to think about Saturday. I want to think about Leeds. Because that's a big game.
Right.
And Leeds are going to be up they have to fight for their lives, if they're going to stay up. So, we're going to have a hard game. I just hope we get the result we need to go into the FA Cup with some confidence, Even, I can see a bit of draw because Leeds will be up for it. They nearly got a draw at Stamford Bridge. I remember that 3-2 up and down game, And when they play Chelsea, his rivalry comes back, and it's different. He always has been throughout the years. Leeds Chelsea is it's always a big match, big rivalry. But we can't go to 3 FA Cups in a row and lose all 3. It can't happen, can it? I want Liverpool.
I hope not.
I said it in the comments. Liverpool are going to be stuck with the League Cup, and they're going to lose the league. City will win the league. Real Madrid will stuff those scumbags.
Oh my God, I hope.
We're going to stuff them in the FA Cup.
I hope, because I'll be honest, and I'm sure you guys agree with me, that Real Madrid team was not good, man. That Real Madrid team was so beatable. And Man City, too. What the hell? Look at that defense. All they have is Alaba. I don't understand how Man City managed to... Oh, man.
He's an attacker.
If I was Pep, I would have been pissed.
They come to life. Benzema was missing a lot of chances.
Let's hope they come back to come to life against Liverpool, man.
Yeah. Once he got the penalty, you see what happened. And
ridiculous.
I hope they beat Liverpool, though. Like I said, we don't want them to win anything else. It'd be nice, to shut up all these Liverpool fans. They think they're going to win everything. It's crazy, man.
I agree. But, all right, guys, I mean, if it makes anyone feel better, we're talking about Maguire. Man United was losing 4-0, and Wreck-It Ralph decided to bring in Maguire. To make it worse. But all right, guys, thank you so much, you guys, for coming in, Kai and Nick, for joining me here and having a good discussion, man. So of course, man, it's always a pleasure, and it's always a fun time talking to you guys, especially you, Kai, man. I miss talking to you, bro. But ladies and gentlemen, make sure you smash that like button. The more you smash it, the more likely Chelsea will win their next few games, I hope. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hit that bell notification so you don't miss our future streams. I will be doing more streams soon. I'll figure that out as I figure out my schedule. And make sure you guys check out the links below. My YouTube channel is there. I'm trying to get it to 100 subscribers, so help me out to achieve that. Our Discord is there where we watch the games on there. You can join the community there as well. And all my other links to my band, my Patreon, my all that stuff, it's all down there. So check it out. Leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think. Share your thoughts. I respond to most of the comments. So, yeah. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate y'all, and hopefully next time we stream Sunday, it'll be a Chelsea FA Cup victory, and we will be champions of the FA Cup. So hopefully.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Let's hope, man.
Just
let's shut these Liverpool fans up, please. But all right, guys, thank you so much for being here. I'll catch you guys next Sunday.